Throughout the year, MasterTech has introduced you to the latest models offered by the Chrysler Group. This month, we'll continue that momentum by bringing you up to speed on the newest vehicles from Dodge and Jeep. Hello, and welcome to the August MasterTech. In this month's program, we'll introduce you to 3 new vehicles from Dodge and Jeep. The 2007 Dodge Nitro, the 2007 Jeep Wrangler, and the 2007 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited model with 4 doors. We'll begin by taking a look at model availability as well as the powertrain and drivetrain lineup for the 2007 Dodge Nitro. The all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro is available in 3 trim levels: SXT, SLT, and RT. All trim levels are available with 4x2 or 4x4 drivetrains, and the body code for Nitro is KA. Nitro makes use of 2 engines in the domestic market and 1 additional engine that's available for export models. Nitro SXT and SLT models are equipped with a 3.7-liter single overhead cam V6 engine, and Nitro RT models make use of a 4-liter single overhead cam 24-valve V6 engine. This is similar to the 4-liter engine that was covered in greater detail during the May 2006 MasterTech program, 2007 Chrysler Pacifica and Jeep Compass new model highlights. You should refer to that program for more information regarding the 4-liter engine. Both the 3.7-liter and 4-liter engines are equipped with electronic throttle control. As an option, Nitro export models may be equipped with a 2.8-liter turbo diesel engine. Nitro export models that are equipped with the turbo diesel also use the Bosch EDC-16 electronic diesel controller. A total of 3 transmissions are available for Nitro. The NSG 370 6-speed manual transmission is used behind the 3.7-liter engine and the 2.8-liter turbo diesel. Also used with the 3.7-liter engine is the 42 RLE, which is a 4-speed automatic transmission. In Nitros with the 42 RLE transmission and the 3.7-liter engine, the NGC4 PCM handles engine and transmission control functions. The NAG1 5-speed automatic transmission is used behind the 4-liter and 2.8-liter turbo diesel engine. Regardless of the engine, the NAG1 uses its own transmission control module, the EGS 52 TCM, which is mounted under the instrument panel. This month's reference book contains a helpful chart that indicates the standard and optional engine and transmission combinations for all 2007 Nitro models. Nitro SLT and RT models with gasoline engines and automatic transmissions may be equipped with optional remote start. For reference, you may want to review the March 2006 MasterTech program, Adaptive Cruise Control and Remote Start Systems. That program provided more information about electronic control of the starter. 2007 Dodge Nitro models with remote start also include a feature called Tip Start. Tip Start allows engine cranking to continue for up to 10 seconds after the key has been released or until the vehicle starts. For Tip Start to operate, the key must be held in the crank position just long enough to signal a request for a vehicle start. Engine cranking continues until it is terminated by the engine controller if the vehicle starts, or by the TIPM if the vehicle does not start within the allowed 10-second time frame. You should note that the remote start and tip start systems may be temporarily disabled for service. Details can be found in the appropriate service information. All Nitro models use one of 2 single-speed transfer cases. Either the NV140, which is a full-time 4-wheel drive transfer case, or the NV143, which is an electronically shifted part-time 4-wheel drive transfer case. At the back end, Dodge Nitro has an 8 1/4-inch rear axle as standard equipment. It uses Mopar 75W140 synthetic lubricant. At the front end, Nitro's standard front axle is a 186 front independent aluminum or FIA axle. This front differential mounts in a new aluminum housing designed for use with Nitro's independent front suspension. We'll discuss Nitro's front and rear suspension along with the frame, steering, and brakes during our next segment. The 2007 Dodge Nitro uses uniframe construction, a design which allows Nitro's 19.5-gallon fuel tank to mount forward of the rear axle in a midship position. Nitro uses power-assisted rack and pinion steering, and for service, a two-piece steering gear housing allows replacement of the steering valve independent of the main gear. Nitro's independent front suspension consists of a new short long arm design, SLA, with upper and lower A arms, coil springs, low pressure gas charged shock absorbers, and a stabilizer bar. Nitro's new 5-link rear suspension is made up of a live axle, upper and lower trailing arms, a track bar, coil springs, a stabilizer bar, and low pressure gas charged shock absorbers. Four-wheel ABS as well as Electronic Stability Program, or ESP, is standard on all 2007 Dodge Nitro models. Electronic brake controls also provide Nitro with electronic roll mitigation, electronic brake distribution, traction control, and brake assist. Now let's wrap up our Dodge Nitro review by taking a look at some notable exterior, interior, and electrical features. Nitro has been designed with characteristics that are intended to distinguish it from other vehicles on the road. And from the front, the side, or the rear view, there's no mistaking that Nitro is a Dodge. On the inside, Nitro has a feature that you won't see, but you should be aware of: the interior high-speed CAN bus system. In Nitro, the TIPM serves as the gateway module for the buses. You may recall that the July 2006 MasterTech program introduced you to the interior high-speed CAN bus. You should refer to the July program for more details about this new communication system. Other notable interior features include standard supplemental side airbag inflatable curtains, which are mounted in the roof rails above the doors and are concealed by the headliner, an all-new instrument panel featuring a 3-pod 4-gauge instrument cluster, and a new center stack that contains one of the 3 all-new radios that are available for the domestic market. Dodge Nitro uses new technology Generation 4, or NTG4 radios. A total of 3 NTG4 radios are available in 2007 Nitro domestic models. The standard radio is an AM/FM stereo single-disc CD player that includes a MP3 WMA auxiliary jack. The sales code for this radio is RES. The optional REQ radio adds a 6-disc CD changer that is also capable of playing DVD audio. The third NTG4 radio, which is also optional, is an AM/FM stereo that features single-disc CD or DVD audio capability and a full-screen navigation display. The sales code for this radio is RER. Aside from all of the typical navigation and radio functions, the RER system includes the following new features for music, movies, and personalized picture display. A universal serial bus, or USB port, is located on the lower right corner of the radio. This port can be used for downloading files onto a 20-gigabyte hard disk drive. The hard drive can be used for storing files transferred from the USB port or from the CD/DVD drive. The USB port is capable of transferring several different file types onto the hard drive, including WMA, MP3, JPEG, and VCF, which is contact information associated with Bluetooth phone technology, including address book entries, phone book entries, voice tag entries, and personal menu setup data. The RER also includes a feature called Music Jukebox. This feature is similar to a virtual disc changer, which allows music to be stored on and played from the hard drive. The RER display screen is unique as well, featuring a 6.5-inch quarter VGA thin film transfer, or TFT display, with a touchscreen panel and additional color capability that enhances the appearance. The touch screen buttons are menu and mode driven for easy operation, and the entire screen articulates down at an angle to accept a disc for playing or downloading music or data onto the hard drive. A radio media button allows the selection of radio or media modes. In media mode, users can select hard drive, disc, auxiliary, and vehicle entertainment system, or VES. Radio mode allows the selection of AM, FM, and satellite digital audio radio, or SDAR. SDAR mode is selected by pressing the radio's satellite button marked SAT. Another big change that comes with these NTG4 radios is that SDAR is now a chip integrated into the radio, whereas before it was an external unit. All three NTG4 radios, the RES, the REQ, and the RER, are factory equipped with satellite radio capability. Uconnect hands-free phone buttons are now packaged with the radio controls for easier access versus on the rearview mirror. Hands-free operation continues to require the telematic rearview mirror, but only for the integrated microphone. On Nitro, the RER radio's hands-free operation can also be used for navigation system functions, allowing it to follow voice-activated commands. A couple of features that may be useful to technicians are included in the RER navigation system as well. The first is a diagnostics screen which shows the quality of the GPS signal. Checking the strength of the signal may be helpful in determining if the radio has been properly connected. Another screen indicates the current navigation software version and operating system. The RER radio includes many more navigation features that make it useful. We'll take a closer look at the RER's navigation system features during the Jeep segment of this program. Now, moving to the rear seat of Nitro, 2007 models may be equipped with an optional vehicle entertainment system, or VES. Similar to the VES on Durango, Nitro has a monitor that folds down from the headliner for rear seat DVD viewing. In the cargo area, Nitro SLT and RT models offer the new Load and Go cargo floor. The Load and Go cargo floor can slide about 18 inches rearward for easy and convenient loading and unloading. The floor can hold approximately 400 pounds and includes 6 tie-downs. Sliding the floor rearward also allows access to a 4-inch deep storage bin beneath the cargo floor. Now it's time to move on to our next topic for this month. 2 new models from Jeep, the 2007 Jeep Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited. We'll begin by reviewing the model, powertrain, and drivetrain line. For the 2007 model year, Jeep Wrangler is all new. And with its 4 doors, the Unlimited model now offers even more cargo versatility. The body code for both Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited is JK, and both models are available in 3 trim levels for the domestic market. The X, or Sport model, X is for the domestic market only, and the Sport model is available for the export market only, Sahara, and Rubicon. For 2007, Jeep Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited models are equipped with one of 2 available engines. The standard engine is a 3.8-liter overhead valve V6. A 2.8-liter dual overhead cam 16-valve turbo diesel engine is available as an option on export models. 2 transmissions are available for domestic JK models. The NSG 370 6-speed manual is the standard transmission, and the 42 RLE, which is a 4-speed automatic transmission, is available as an option. A total of 3 transmissions are available for JK Export models. You can refer to a chart in this month's reference book for a list of the standard and optional engine and transmission combinations for all 2007 JK models. All Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited models use one of 2 2-speed transfer cases. Either the NV241 Gen 2 Command Track, which is standard equipment on all 4-wheel drive models other than Rubicon, or the NV241 OR Rock Track, which is the standard Rubicon transfer case. This transfer case was first introduced in the 2003 model year, and the drivetrain has been upgraded for 2007 by adding flanged front and rear output shafts that mate with constant velocity joints. At the front end, Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited models may be equipped with one of 2 front axles. The standard front axle for Wrangler and Unlimited models is a 186 front beam iron or FBI axle, and a 216 FBI is standard on Rubicon. At the rear, the standard is a 198 rear beam iron or RBI rear axle, and a 226 RBI rear axle is optional. However, the 226 RBI is standard equipment on Rubicon. In addition, Rubicon models are also equipped with True-Lock locking axles as a part of the 226 RBI 216 FBI axle package. Next, we're going to take a look at the 2007 Jeep Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited chassis. Underneath the rugged exterior of Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited models is an equally sturdy frame. Both models make use of ladder-type frames that have been lengthened and widened for 2007. The Wrangler wheelbase is now 95.4 inches, or 2 inches longer than the 2006 Wrangler. Wrangler also has a 3.4-inch wider track for 2007. The 4-door Wrangler Unlimited model has a wheelbase of 116 inches, which is 13 inches longer than the 2006 Unlimited 2-door model. Similar to Wrangler, the 2007 Unlimited also has a 3.4-inch wider track. Fuel tank capacity is slightly different between the JK models. The 2-door Wrangler has an 18.6-gallon or 70.4-liter fuel tank, and the 4-door Wrangler Unlimited has a 22.5-gallon or 85.2-liter fuel tank. Steering is accomplished by a recirculating ball steering gear that connects to a cross-link geometry steering linkage. A link from the steering gear to the steering arm on the opposite side of the vehicle, as well as a full-width tie rod, provides stiffness for improved steering precision. Now, since Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited owners are likely to use their vehicles in off-road situations, the suspension needs to be stout. The Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited models both have 5-link solid axle front and rear suspensions. Standard equipment includes leading arms in the front, trailing arms in the rear, a track bar, coil springs, a stabilizer bar, and low-pressure gas-charged shock absorbers. Optional equipment includes monotube high-pressure gas-charged shock absorbers for both the front and the rear. These high-pressure gas-charged shocks are standard on Rubicon. Another feature that is standard on Rubicon is the Active Sway Bar Disconnect System, or ASDS. The ASDS is controlled by the Totally Integrated Power Module, or TIPM, which electronically disconnects the front sway bar during trail riding to allow for maximum articulation. The ASDS is operated by a switch labeled sway bar on the center stack. The sway bar is engaged when the lamp is off and disengaged when the lamp is on. The TIPM uses a vehicle speed sensor input it receives over the bus to operate the system. To disengage the sway bar, place the vehicle in four-wheel drive low and depress the sway bar switch. The sway bar indicator lamp flashes until the sway bar has been fully disengaged, as indicated by a solid lamp. To re-engage the sway bar, depress the switch once again. The indicator lamp flashes until the sway bar has been fully engaged and the lamp is extinguished. Just a moment ago, we mentioned a speed input. The purpose is to let the TIPM know if the vehicle speed exceeds 18 miles per hour when the sway bar is disengaged. In that case, the system automatically re-engages the sway bar as indicated by a flashing light. If vehicle speed is then reduced to 14 miles per hour or less, the system automatically returns the sway bar to the disengaged position. Because the ASDS is controlled by the TIPM, any fault codes that may occur for the active sway bar disconnect system can be retrieved from that module. Service information for the ASDS can be found in Group 2 in Tech Connect. For electronic brake control, all JK models use the Continental Tevis Mark 25E brake controller. The standard electronic brake control features include brake limiting differential, ABS, off-road ABS, electronic brake distribution, and 3-mode ESP, similar to Jeep Grand Cherokee and Commander. Included with ESP on the JK models is the hydraulically operated brake assist system, traction control, and electronic roll mitigation. 3-mode ESP operates in either full-on, partial, or full-off mode. Full-on mode applies selective braking and engine control to maintain a vehicle's intended course. When full-on, both ERM and traction control are available at all times. In partial mode, traction control is deactivated and ESP operates at a higher threshold. In partial mode, ERM is still available. Full off mode means that ESP and ERM are completely off. Full off mode can be useful for some off-road activities. Now it's time to wrap up our look at the JK models by continuing on to our next segment, Body and Electrical. For 2007, both Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited have dramatically new appearances. At the back end, the swing gate is larger than before for improved cargo access. And there is also an all-new magnesium spare tire bracket that is lighter weight yet strong enough to hold the Rubicon spare tire. The magnesium bracket is part of a complete module which also includes the Chimsel lamp, lens cover, and wire. A Sunrider soft top is standard on Wrangler Unlimited models and includes a sunroof position as well as the full top-down position. The sunroof position provides a second open-air option by folding the soft top back completely over the first and second row occupants. On Wrangler Unlimited, this creates a 55 by 60-inch sunroof opening. A Freedom Top hardtop is also available as an option on both Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited models. The Freedom Top is an all-new 3-piece modular hardtop which features 3 removable panels for a variety of open-air driving configurations. For example, the left and right front passenger panels may be removed and stored inside the vehicle, while the rear section can remain in place or be removed separately. Similar to previous models, Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited doors may be removed. On Wrangler Unlimited, all 4 doors can be removed. However, for 2007, there has been a change that you will need to be aware of prior to door removal. The door check strap at the lower edge now has an additional sleeve which routes wiring to the doors for power window and lock functions. Prior to removing the doors from their hinges, the strap and the electrical connector must be released. The connector is located at the right and left kick panel area on both JK models. For Wrangler Unlimited rear doors, the connector is located behind an access panel at the base of the B-pillar. Moving to the interior of the JK models, you will find that both Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited feature straightforward, no-nonsense interiors which are still able to deliver comfort and convenience. You should also note that both Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited are equipped with the TIPM. And similar to the Nitro, they also use the interior high-speed CAN bus system. It's a slightly less complex version for Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited simply because they have fewer modules on the bus than many other vehicles. The standard rear seat for Wrangler is a 2-passenger seat that folds and tumbles, while the standard rear seat for Wrangler Unlimited is a 3-passenger 60/40 split seat that folds and lowers. Both JK models feature an all-new instrument panel and new center stack. On vehicles with power windows, the switches are located just above the HVAC controls and below the radio. Similar to the Dodge Nitro, JK models are equipped with one of 3 NTG4 radios: the RES radio, the REQ radio, or the optional full-screen navigation RER radio. The RER radio used in the Nitro and in the JK models are identical, so they both have the same features to offer with the exception of hands-free operation. JK models equipped with the RER radio will not have hands-free capability. Earlier, we mentioned that the RER radio includes many navigation features that make it useful. These navigation features, which are also included on the Nitro RER radio, may be particularly useful to Jeep owners and include navigation routes that can be based on a wide variety of formats, including a Where Am I Now selection and a trail and geo-coordinates selection. Route options may also be selected, which can determine the shortest route or the fastest route. Several other route options can be selected from the same screen. The RER navigation system also supports real-time traffic updates for the U.S. and Canada, as well as for export markets. Now, this has been a long list of features offered by the optional RER radio, but it can actually do a lot more than we have time to tell you about during this program. For more in-depth knowledge of all of the NTG4 radio capabilities, you can refer to the owner's manual. And for more detailed information about Dodge Nitro and Jeep Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited models, as always, you should refer to the service information. For additional training focused on the 2007 KA and JK line of vehicles we have just shown you, we recommend that you visit the DCA Learning Center website and enroll in one of the many courses available. The site can be reached by selecting the Training tab from the Dealer Connect homepage and then clicking on the DCA Learning Center link. Well, that's all we have to share with you regarding the all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro, the new 2007 Jeep Wrangler, and the new 2007 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. Thanks for watching.